Hi again, Simon Weston here. Today we're going to take a look at one of my old students, and this is the first lesson that he came for. And on the right we have Ben Crane, US PGA Tour player. Where a lot of people go wrong in their golf swing is how they go about trying to create power. Now, there's a number of things here with this golfer's setup that I was concerned with. But that being quite a narrow stance, ball positioned behind the centre, lacking of upper body tilt. His body was quite upright. He had also quite a poor grip position. His body was set a little bit too far in front of the golf ball. So all these things were explained to him, and we helped him to improve those things. But the purpose of this video is to look at what he's doing in his swing to create what he thinks is power. Now, golfers all around the world like to hit the ball as long as we can. We all want more distance. To get more distance, we need more power. We need more energy. What you'll see this player do on the left, in an attempt to create that energy or power, you'll notice what he's doing with his body. I mean, this is an extraordinarily long swing. If you look at how much he's rotated the lower body, I mean, that's close to a 90-degree lower body turn. The upper body is rotated even more than that. I mean, this is getting close to 150, 160 degrees of upper body rotation. So a huge turn. The hands have actually got out here past his head, so his arms have wrapped around his neck. His left foot's come almost completely off the ground. He's up into his toes. His knees are basically touching through here. And what he's got here is a very long swing, but one, unfortunately, that's lacking any evidence of resistance or coil or torque. So in actual fact, this is a very powerless swing, creating a lot of problems with his downswing. He's throwing the club out from the top, so sort of an early release of the left wrist angle, a wide approach to the golf ball. So, okay, he had some impact problems. He's not a overly experienced player, but his whole concept of what he thought was powerful was way off, and we needed to work on that a lot. So you'll see an obvious difference in the player on the right, the experienced, highly experienced and talented player Ben Crane is. You'll notice as he winds up in his backswing, the lower body doesn't stay still. The lower body is in fact moving. The right leg is nice and braced. The pelvis rotates in the backswing, namely due to the fact that the upper body is rotating. As the upper body is rotating, lower body is being pulled into the swing. But at the top of the swing, I think we should be looking to limit the amount of rotation in the body. You'd be looking somewhere around the 80 to 90, 95 degrees of upper body rotation. Lower body would turn quite a bit less than that, anywhere from 40, 50, 60 degrees, depending on how flexible and strong the player is. But I would describe this as a strong lower body position. The legs look nice and strong. The knees have still got quite a good gap between them. The lower body, the hips and the pelvis are limited, but they are turning. So the chest has turned nicely, but there's some stretch, there's some coil, there's some pull in the body here. And one thing I'm very big on in my lessons is that where the arms finish at the top of the backswing, I want them to be still remain in front of the body, away from the head. You don't have to have a straight left arm. You can see that that's just not the case here either. But we do like to see golfers have width. The distance between the chest out to the right hand or out to the handle of the club is still nice and wide here. The player on the left, obviously there's nothing happening here that looks at all like Ben Crane. So a massive over rotation of the lower body, upper body. The arms are swung way too far back. The shaft of the club is well beyond parallel. The hands have gone past his head. So whilst this is a long swing, one that really lacked any sort of power, the only power source he had in this swing is to try and swing his arms and his hands down as fast as he could. Obviously that creates some power, but the problem that comes along with that also, it creates some delivery of the club to the ball problem. So this player was explained his problems. We worked on his address, the stance, the ball position, the grip, get some spine tilt in here, get his head set slightly behind the ball rather than in front of it. And then we started talking about how we can create energy and power in limiting the turn and creating more width. And he progressed quite well, improving every time I see him. So if you're a golfer who thinks more turn equals more distance, just not true at all. Alright, I hope you understand where we went with that, and I hope you improve your swing. Thank you.